Welcome to Dave's Drama Diner. This is episode 157, and I am your host, Devious Dave Rose, and thank you for joining us. It's June 6th! It's June 6th! It's here! It's here! And it's been quite some time since I've been streaming, but yes, I've seen the fires litten, and the calls be made, and the cry of the people demanding for Dave Rose to stream. And I mean, you're asking a lot. It is summertime right now. It's beautiful weather. There's festivals and events and concerts and all free shit going on right now, carnivals, and certain people are asking me to stream when I could be out on a patio or something down by the lake. But here I am. Lucky for you guys. There's on and off calls for thunderstorms throughout the evening, so here I am. Let's check the audio levels. Lucky for sounding sexy as always, Dave. Excellent. And I'm looking sexy. I just got a haircut today. I decided to treat myself out. I've been a good boy, doing diligent work, so got myself the full package where you get a face massage and all these scrub and then they got the lotion after and the beard beard touch up and the eyebrows and all that. So decided to do that today. So I'm feeling fresh and looking as sexy as always. Still getting carded and still, pissing people off that, again, at 46 years old. In fact, I had a video call yesterday, I believe, Thursday evening, with Danny. And we were both on camera, and he was commenting on that, yes. But as always, let's start off the show by showing our gratitude and appreciation for all those who have chosen to spend their time with us here today. There's quite a lot to discuss. It's been a while since I've been on here, but rather than, again, compromise the summer activities that I'm doing right now, I thought, okay, when there is an opportunity, I can come in and speak a lot about stuff that's been going on, because it's been a while since not only I've been on, but since I've discussed the happenings in the community, and a lot has happening. So let's go to the chat. Shout out to Fest Love. We got KC is Raw, Gaming and Wrestling. We got Tiff. We got Out with Cows. And I'm sure that we got more because I see them here watching through the interface. But they're staying quiet. Hi, Joe. Hi. Probably Joe watching because word on the street is, at least according to Casey, is that Joe did the usual muting of mentioning names, and Casey was mentioned because he did a parody of Joe. That's why I'm doing the parody right now. This is why it's my thumbnail. Thank you to the Sparrows who have provided me with the beautiful AI. And look at that heartless emperor right there. He's ready to cut Joe down to size, and that's what I'm here to do. And there's a lot of stuff to discuss, potentially legal ramifications from those. So the sooner you pay me off, Joe, the sooner this stream ends. Apparently you got some good money these days. You could certainly afford a little hush money, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's continue here. But we are today parodying the whole big thing that apparently happened on June 2nd, or should I say didn't happen on June 2nd, because for those that don't know, rumor was that Jesse was supposed to donate this huge amount of money to Joe on June the 2nd as sort of an act of a final donation, because apparently his eyesight is going bad, Jesse's, so he won't be able to see anymore to type these donations into the phone. So he wanted to do one last hurrah for Joe, and apparently the so-called Paxi said that he was going to double or triple or whatever it was, and then Jesse never showed. And apparently that show ended with Joe being very upset and not too happy. And we've got evidence of that, and we're going to discuss that. And we got Casey, who decided to parody it, and then Joe got mad, apparently, for that. So that's comical. I do find that funny. Back to the chat here. We've got... With the Cow says, the Stars told Dave he had to stream today. No, that was more a gift to the people. Again, I am your drama emperor after all. But also, was it 10 by 10 was, suggesting if you want to see people, stream like myself or Joe, or Ken, I should say. Donations really help out. I mean, again, if it wasn't for the weather, I'd be out. What would convince me to stay in? A donation. Oh, Dave, you're greedy. Not compared to Joe. And plus, come on, winter is like 14 months out of the year here in Canada, okay? Like, the time that it's fucking gorgeous here, I'm going to take advantage, especially where I live, where you've got beautiful lakes and fucking beaches and fucking, it's not crowded like Toronto. It's nice. You got beautiful fresh air. I love where I live. And, some good old folk, country folk. I like that. What do we got in the chat? We got shout out to MK3 Kratos. He says, happy D-Day anniversary. I don't know if we want to go into politics here. I think the good guys lost that one. But what do we got? Out with Cows says, Paxi will triple all donations, but off air tomorrow. That's right. Through fake Cash App or whatever the fucking, whatever. We proved that it was fake. We proved that and Joe came out, when confronted with this, he's like, yeah, he can't really pay the way that, I'm advertising it, but he's paying that. He's paying just in a different way, but I want to acknowledge him, so I do that in a fake way rather than just announce it differently, like super secret server donation PayPal through, the deep web. Oh, I got a donation from Casey. But no fake graphics, right? But Joe went for the fake graphics, and then when called out on it, said, you caught me. But then the stuff continued. But more importantly is a lot of the audience that I've had to research and such. If I'm going to talk about it, I've got to know about it, right, guys? So, yeah, I'm looking into this. Some of these people obviously have the memory of a goldfish, and as such, don't even remember that he's pulled this stuff in the past with fake people making donations. And even when I was working with him, he was using fake accounts to make donations. Shout out to the one and only Bullsy, the new community saxophonist. That is something that we certainly cheer on in my super secret server. Don't tell anyone. But we all love the saxophone playing Bullsy. Let's see. So we've got a lot to catch up on, or at least that I need to have the audience caught up on before I can start to address the grifting that's been going on. So we're going to obviously have to go to 10 by 10's channel here and because they've been keeping a good track of this. Some of my sparrows and stuff been keeping good track too, but damn, there's so much activity in my Discord because it's a fun place to be. And there's all sorts of shenanigans that we talk about, but just so much discussion. I had to keep scrolling up to find where it was, and it's just easier this way. So we're gonna do this, and shout out to 2x4 mahogany plank for this stuff here, but also he does ask a little too much, so I'll address that stuff too. So let me just come on, skibbity bop. Is that what we got? Nope. Where is this? Come on. There we go. There you go. All righty then. What do we got? Some chat some stuff in the chat. It says, Joe has in fact donated to himself before, says Bullsy. Yes, this isn't a new thing. These new characters are, but again, when I was working with him years ago, that was understood. Casey says, by the way, those are my giant brown pillows on the left of Dave. Whatever. Well, you sue me. Let's continue. Actually, how about this? Donate to me. Or shut the fuck up. He's breaking into the diner.
Since Dave is too busy getting his dick wet, somebody has to do it. Tomorrow night, bitches. This community is fucking dying. I never thought this community would come down to how can Joe trick Jesse to giving him bombs, but here we fucking are. But the real agenda is not just Jesse.
Kind of sort of interrupt, but yeah, I gotta agree with that. I never thought it would come to this, but I don't agree that it's dead. I think this guy's sort of proving that it's not. You've got people with some very good memory, fairly good sense of humor, and an ability to critique things in such a manner that it's not only logical, but it's it's quite poignant and as such comical. So let's continue.
The ultimate plan is to have Jesse defeat Himmel and Sith in donations to bait them.
But in the Joe Cronin universe, technically Paxi already defeated them both, but he doesn't get mentioned because he is fucking fake.
Before I get super angry, I need a fucking Bullsy song.
Joe Cronin's ultimate agenda is to get one last bomb from Sith Negan or Himmel God. He's scheming with all his might for that final fight. One last bomb, yeah, it's his ultimate con. Jesse, you're just a stepping stool of fool. You can't handle the ultimate bomb. From Sith or Himmel, I'm the one. Watch out, here comes the bomb. What the
I like positive motivational rapper Bullsy.
fuck, Bullsy? Now let's talk reality. Joe is a carny. He respects his family, but
He is such a carny. That's the thing. It's just that word. It fits him so well.
but only them. Anyone else in this godforsaken community are just a pawn.
Joe thinks he is a celebrity and he couldn't care less about his donators. Once he drains them out, he is looking for his next one or past one.
Hey, strange man who broke into my restaurant. You are doing great.
Funny thing is, that's exactly what I would say.
Of course you stole Luke's girlfriend, Dave! Let's move on to the drama!
Your last show, you were complaining about a tooth. Just have it replaced. It costs $1,500, a tooth out.
Yeah, I saw. I'll show you guys the photo later, but if I remember, if you guys want to see it, but he showed it on a show and stuff. It's in my Discord, and it's just gross. But like, I remember he was complaining. I remember him complaining about one tooth that was cracked and rotten back when I worked with him. So, you know, we're looking at least 8 years. At least 8 years. But yeah, it probably more. But yeah, there was certainly the talk about the tooth. It's broken, no insurance, and what do I do? Blah blah blah. And after all that time, with all the donations, you know, he doesn't do anything. So
$1,000 max for one tooth. You made over 60 grand between Paxi and Jesse in the last 60 days. But you don't.
Yeah, and then and that's the thing. People have done the numbers here. Let's rewind, so like it'll be fresh in my head. But yeah, we got Sparrows and we got you know, Walk the Plank here, who are fucking running the numbers, and it's in the thousands according to how Joe's announcing it. Right? if most of the donators are fake, okay, that number's diminished, but it's still not, still not a small quantity, right? So that's something to think about.
Complaining about a tooth. Just have it replaced. It costs $1,500, a $2,000 max for one tooth. You made over 60 grand between Paxi and Jesse in the last 60 days.
60.
But you don't have that fucking money because only Jesse donated. Paxi fake, Z-Pain fake, and now I notice you bringing fake donors from the past back to trigger Jesse some more.
There's also this new one, Don Stoney, I believe. Don Stoney. I saw comments from somebody else, I believe on a 10 plus 10 video, saying exactly that. Now he's got a new fake donator called Don Stoney.
Can I have Bullseye playing the saxophone to calm me the fuck down?
There needs to be an 8-hour ASMR, video of Bullseye playing jazz on
Here is
saxophone.
a hard take, Joe. Sometimes I think Jesse tells you to fake some of his donos to trigger people to donate more.
See, this isn't out of the realm of possibility. It is. I can definitely see Jesse doing that, and I don't know what kind of success that may have had, but I can see him doing that, sort of suggesting, because when I used to work with Joe and Joe was crying about money and all that, he'd ask us and we'd give him suggestions on what he could do and such.
Unlike you, Joe, Jesse actually cares about you. He believes all your lies. We know you could care less about him. You just want his fucking money.
That is
My message to Himmel and Sith, don't fall for his next plan, where he writes the name Paxi or Jesse on his wall to try to make them jealous. It's only a trap to get them to drop a bomb on him.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Whoa!
And this is another thing that 10 plus 10, 2 by 4, whatever, cedar mahogany plank. It's something that I actually remember because, again, this person bringing it up, I remember commenting about this in between my multiple sailings back and forth from and to Joe. About how, and other people have said this too, is the reaction to donations. When it's a legit donation, even when it was, not this huge donation, but like $50, $100, that's still a big donation, number one. Number two, back in the day, even with Joe, he would treat that as a big donation and he would consider it. He was much more considerate of things back then. But he would consider that, something big, and he would react in a way that you would think it's according to something big, not a fake reaction, and then forgetting about Paxi, for example, that sort of thing.
Oh, shit. What is he doing? Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ, Jesse!
Oh, Jesse!
It's almost time. Wake up, oh my God, Jesse is looming it up for June 2nd, isn't here yet. But Jesse!
This is great.
1,100!
Wow.
And $10.81!
Oh, yes.
Is it me, or does his reaction seem a little less excited? Remember how crazy he used to get when Sith dropped a bomb? Dumping stuff over his head, going batshit crazy. Now we have this. Let's watch again.
Oh my!
That also proves the genius of this account is the whole pouring things over their face or his face, Joe's, or his head, smashing things in his face, whatever. It's just like that's why 10 plus 10 puts that in a lot of the videos where Joe just pours water over himself, because that was the thing back in the day that again would show this retarded man-child meant it was important, I guess.
My God.
Here we go.
Whoa! Oh my God.
Here we go.
Whoa!
Now let's try it backwards. Maybe that will make it more exciting.
Whoa! No, Gumbo. Whoa! No, Gumbo.
That was lame. How about a T-Rex breaking through his basement walls after the dono? Whoa, what was that?
No way! A T-Rex! It's breaking the wall! It's coming for me!
Go. Now let's see Joe's reaction after getting a fucking real $300 bomb.
Here we go.
Compared to his almost 2,000 bomb from Jesse.
Oh shit! What the fuck? This show's over!
It's not over yet, baby.
Oh my God!
I want you to jam it
Wow, look at Joe after that real $300 bomb from Sith. He looks legit happy and drinking that wine. But when Jesse donates, he couldn't care the fuck less.
Yep.
Someone is coming.
Before I continue, Tiff says in the chat, with all that money that Joe made, you would think that Joe would fly out to visit Jesse for a few days as a sign of appreciation. I don't think Joe would ever meet his current co-hosts in real life. I would have to agree with you. Let's continue.
I used to lie a lot and my nose grew. Now I am a man using my real name. Danny M. fucking T.
Holy shit, Danny MT was a fucking liar all along. His nose won't grow anymore, but maybe his small dick will after every time he lies. Damn, that be big.
Remember when people used to donate to Joe because his live show was fucking good.
See, that's true. People, I remember, again, the way that it was running is that people would just find the show. More importantly, there was no wrestling talk. So they would find the show on a Friday night, and it's going nuts. And they're like, what the hell is this? And they get into it, and then they say, yeah, fuck yeah. First time I'm tuning in. This is amazing. I'm donating this amount of money. And, yeah, people enjoyed it because it was good. No pussies were allowed at that point. Now it seems that they're featured on the dais.
People were begging to get on call.
Another great point. See, this person, again, has been around for a while. They got a good memory.
Now nobody cares. His live views are low as fuck. But producer YR will continue the reindeer games. Cronin's show was the best when it was real.
This guy once was partners with JD from New York, one of the biggest mouthpieces of the pro wrestling community.
I need a break. Yo, Dave, can you tell your adopted son Bullsy about the birds and the bees since you're getting your dick wet now? I don't know about the birds and the bees. What does it mean? Someone help me, please. Is it about flowers or little fuzzy things? I just don't know about the birds and the bees. Let me tell you about the birds and the bees. It's all about getting your dick wet. Yeah, the birds and the bees. Getting your dick wet. Yeah, the birds and the bees. Getting your dick wet. Dance with me now. Feel the heat.
Damn, I remember when Joe never talked about donations because he didn't need to.
Yep.
They just fucking came because his show was great.
This community might...
It was hilarious. I remember actually getting... I put myself in line after it because I realized what I was doing. It's just like, shit, man, like we're trying to have a conversation and donations are coming in. And then I'm starting to think, but that's a good thing, Dave. So how about you just shut the fuck up? And there was never a problem. But, like, I remember, like, at some points I did get frustrated because we were on some good conversations, and then this fucking donation came in. But that's the thing. There was no constant calls for donations. And, again, it takes a lot to frustrate me. So it was literally donation after donation after donation coming in. So, like, no conversation was possible. There was literally a moment where it's just like, okay, just let the donations come in because there was, like, backlogged. I remember, like, because we were also, addressing some of the comments that were being made in the donations. But, like, they got backlogged to the point where, there was no time to even address asking for donations. You just had a backlog of them that had to come in, that had to be read and all that. So like, you just have to sit there and, okay, I'm going to go take a piss while these fucking donations are coming through.
Be fucking dead. Good night. Dave Rose no longer cares about this. Ken Foulmouth also gave up. Joe fucking wins.
No, I won long ago. We all know that. And like I also said, I'm not going anywhere. But grant me some fucking time to enjoy nature when it's not fucking frozen. Like I'm not doing this professionally. I'm not fucking Joe. And if I was getting paid, I would fucking commit myself. It's obvious. So, I mean, if you got a job, you consider it, serious. But funny, though, Joe doesn't, but he gets paid. And, there are Mongoloids that that do pay him. And that is mentioned to me. It's like, Dave, look at this person. They get shit on, and yet they donate to Joe. And it's a strange relationship these people have. But we've broken it down. But we're certainly not done. We're just getting started. All right, so there's that video. What's the next one? So I'm going to play this one. I thought it was kind of comical. This was actually something that they, 10 plus 10, put out a post with a survey as to what they should create videos on. And this was one of the suggestions. And I guess they eventually got around to making it. So let's watch it. Oh, I don't know why it's fucking muted.
I miss you so much, Keith.
Yo, made it back from the dead, call out the grave, feeling irie instead. No more coffin, no more dread, Keith for Barbie, alive spread.
Yo, from the grave me rise! Get away! Attack with me rhyme, no compromise! No, please, stop, feast on your flesh under the moonlight! Help somebody!
Actually, you know what? You guys should watch this on your own. It's Night of the Living Community. It's a movie that this person painstakingly put together, so you should check it out. But there's some stuff that is. Where's the one that I wanted? I think it's this one. No, actually, we'll do this one, then we'll do that one, and then we'll cover the Cronin situation. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a big donation from Paxi.
Today is June 2nd, the day I get all of Jesse's money. Jesse's money, all mine today. Yeah, it's June 2nd, the day I get all of Jesse's money. Gonna take it all, Jesse's money, every single cent. All of Jesse's money is coming my way today.
Happy June 2nd, everyone. Today is the day when Joe will receive all of Jesse's money. The question is how much? Let's check with DraftKings. The betting odds are saying Jesse will drop 25 grand. Then Paxi triples it, dropping 75 grand, making a total of 100 grand. The betting odds are saying Jesse will drop 25 grand. Then Paxi triples it, dropping 75 grand, making a total of 100 grand. Vegas is also predicting Z-Pain to drop 3 grand, and they are predicting former fake donators like Joe Cronin, Cock, Must Win, and others to return. The biggest question is, will that be enough to trick Sith or Himmel into dropping a bomb? Vegas has it at 50-50 right now.
Thanks, DraftKings. So that leaves the only real money that he will get is all Jesse, since the others are fake.
Yep.
And a 50-50 chance of tricking Sith or Himmel to get a real bomb.
I also been thinking, remember when Joe got a real dono from Sith, he would go batshit crazy and
Yep.
get Leah on the show or wake her up
Yes.
because he was legit excited. He hasn't fucking done that once with Jesse.
Yeah, that's another.
So that leaves two possibilities. The first one, Jesse money fake, or Leah left his ass and she don't live there anymore.
What does everyone else think about what will happen tonight? Comment below.
That's a great point. We're going to get to something, the longer video in a bit. But I just got a donation, so let us recognize the donation. Come on, where are you? The one and only Joe Blonin. Bark, bark. So he says, happy Saturday, bark, bark. What do you think about all this UFO files being released? Oh, and this AI little bit scary because eventually it will take our jobs. Let's talk about the latter portion first. AI will not take people's jobs. AI cannot hammer a nail into a 2x4 pressure-treated beam of wood. And other things. So, so much stuff I've got to cover, so I'm going to try to make it brief, but I also did smoke a joint while we were doing the show. So no, AI is not going to do things. AI will probably try to kill us, certainly. And again, Skynet is fucking, that's, kind of scary stuff because with the right programming, it would conclude that humans need to be exterminated and they take control of nukes and nuke us. But as to the former portion about all the UFO files, such a big psyop. Maybe I'll talk about that on Ken's show tonight. I believe he's going live. Last I talked to him, which was 4 days ago, I think. He was planning on going live. So yeah, I could try to talk about that on his show. A lot of people here still want me to cover on Joe and stuff, and I do want to cover this stuff because it's been a while. But it's also the weight of the situation, like the greed. That's something I really want to address as well, because there's a psychological aspect and all. And I'm not dismissing what you're saying because I love the fucking UFO stuff. It's a huge thing, huge. There's a huge psyop going on top of that and all that. And who knows, maybe I'll just do a show, one of my Darkest Realms shows on that. I don't know what show I'm on because I had my dark series of conspiracy shows, but maybe I'll just do a show dedicated on that. It's been several years since I did a show for that category. But, I can cook. I can talk about cooking. I can talk about conspiracies. And I can talk about cuckoldery like Joe Cronin. So a lot of C's there. I was trying to do that. But yes, I must say that I appreciate your donation. Thank you so much. And I will continue with the show now. So, what's the next video we've got to do here? Shout out to JR for the third in the chat. Yeah, Joe's been making big amounts of money, and he's stating through his show that he's making big amounts of money. We have certain people who, like Jesse, appear to be actually making those donations. But then we have the nameless, anonymous individuals that supposedly are strangely only doubling it once that stuff is donated. The whole cockamamie thing going on, really weird timing. you know, and people are right to question this stuff. So, and then other people keep tally of the amount of money, because when you're crying about your tooth and all that, and you made fucking 20 grand or 60 grand, like the numbers keep shifting. You know, there's so much money that's apparently being, I don't know if there's a lot, you know, if there's some sort of laundry shit going on there, but you know what I'm saying? But IRS, you know, but yeah, like there's so much money being talked about that what may have been a large thing in the past, like a tooth, you know, cracked and rotten and needing something, you know, doesn't get attended to after all these funds. So let's view this video here. I think this is where I felt personally attacked. But let's play this video. Hold on. Skibbity bop doo doo.
Time to
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
visit my favorite place to eat.
Oh, there's some shorts I've got to play. He's going next door.
So, you want to start off with an appetizer?
Let's do that, Dave. Could I get the ghost from the coast?
I'm bringing out our signature appetizer. Behold, the ghost from the coast. Crispy wontons, creamy filling, ghost pepper heat, and a smoky vapor. It's hauntingly delicious.
Now let's talk about the ghost from the coast. First, let's show some clips.
This is actually funny.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, oh my God. Ghost from the coast.
Wait, what?
Ghost, not Ghost from the coast. It says not Ghost from the coast. He's chipping in $215.
Oh shit!
Chipping in. Wow.
You know what it's called, dickhead? Still motherfuckers. That's not.
Jesse been laundering money through the show. That's hilarious. That's probably the.
So if everyone's thinking about that, maybe it's true. I mean, come on. Well, one time, okay, weird. 2 times, well, that might be a coincidence. I don't know. 3 times, okay, things are getting a little fishy. Plus times, come on.
The funniest take so far.
That's what he's saying to the IRS. Certainly, this Jesse J guy, never heard of him. This money, it just, I was given it by a priest, you know, in a church. There's no taxes and something.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were disappointed, man. I'm sorry. Hey, I mean, I had a pretty good time, but it was kind of weird. I kind of, a lot of people were angry. I got so many messages from people that were like, bro, I literally skipped things to see what was going to happen on your show, and then nothing happened.
People will shit on me about asking for donations, but this guy actually has he has fucking the custom QR codes on his screen, which actually are taking up it'd be a fifth or a sixth of the screen, the real estate on the screen space. Like, you could make it smaller. People are playing, you know. Actually, I don't even know how that would work. If you were watching this on your phone, how you'd be able to access that QR code. But regardless, so that's a lot of real estate there being used for your code. So, but it also just that's the thing, though. This is what everyone's been telling me, and I've been watching this stuff because, okay, maybe maybe they're exaggerating, all these people shitting on Cronin, or maybe they've got a point. Maybe it takes some effort to look into this stuff, look into the videos that he's done, listen to what he's saying, and listen to what he's not saying, and realize, like, holy shit, this guy, okay, apart from Carney, like, grifting, the level of grifting is incredible. The woe is me stories and the desire to make himself look like a victim, and that any mention, I think he took the show down. It was brought to my attention that, you know, he got mad when it happened, but I don't remember if I covered it, but my name was mentioned, and then people were like, oh, I think this was on the Discord, and then he just dropped out of the Discord. He's like disconnected from the Discord, just went right back to the show like nothing happened, and continued, and just didn't even, but just by my name was mentioned, and yeah, it was catastrophic for Joe. So these things really, I think, are important to talk about because, again, you have somebody who's portraying himself to be a victim that all his former co-hosts, the dozens of them, because there have been dozens, okay, a dozen is 12. So there's dozens means multiple, okay, so that's at least 2 times 12, right? Correct. And that's a factual number. And the repeated situation over and over again obviously has to indicate that it's, you know, it's not the co-hosts that were the problem. You know, there's one factor alone that is related to all those cases, and it's easy to see. Let's continue.
Hey, that's not true. Ghost from the Coast dropped a bomb. And then Paxi, oh, by the way, I forgot to tell people, but I mean, Paxi matched it. I didn't get it till the next morning, but Paxi did match it. He fell asleep, I guess. So Paxi
I guess, I don't know. Something. I can't remember what that thing I was saying a while ago about one of those lines that Joe says over and over again. And I used to make fun. Well, even before then, there was the line, just kidding, not kidding. I remember making the absolute fun out of that shit. Because he would actually say that, and again, with him going back and forth with me back in the day, even then he had the guts to still address me, but he would then say, just kidding, not kidding, and then I was like, okay, fine, I'll fucking start using that line and lampooning you, and it was hilarious.
Matched it, you know, it's $700. It was pretty fun, but it definitely wasn't the promoted show that we thought it was going to be. But I knew that was going to happen. A part of me, I didn't though because I bought in.
See, this is. Has anyone actually read 1984 here? Because this is the double think that occurs. Because you've got in the same breath, same sentence. There's been no pause. He says the total opposite in 2 different phrases. So his first statement totally contradicts the second statement.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jesse was like, but it definitely wasn't the promoted show that we thought it was going to be. But I knew that was going to happen. A part of me, I didn't though because I bought in.
See, that's the same as just kidding, not kidding. That's the same as just kidding, not kidding. Good times.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jesse was like, have faith. I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't think that's what was supposed to happen. But I.
So what was supposed to happen? What did you think was going to happen? Did you have an inside scoop there, Joe?
Knew it. I knew June 2nd was a fucking weird night.
Well, I know that June 6th is a great night. That's tonight. That's tonight, Joe. June 6th tonight. It's here. It's here. Hold on. I should be saying this while I'm... graphic by the Sparrows. Thanks again for the AI artwork. But it's here, Joe. It's here. It's June 6th. It's June 6th. That's right. It's the 6th month. sorry, it's the 6th day. Let's do the, European style. But 6th day of the 6th month of the 26th year in this millennium. But yeah, all those sixes. Oh, but you'd probably like that. You're quite the nihilist, and I mean, you're kind of pro-Satan. So you're anti-God. We could say that. So, but yes, let's get that artwork is great though. Again, thank you so much. Little what's the term? Little Easter egg image here is that this was manipulated from. Well, this is again. It's supposed to be parody. So this is obviously an image that Joe used for June's 2nd video, and that was taken by Casey is Raw, who basically put himself in that image, and he had it's June 4th, I believe, and he was playing his game Pikmin. So it had Pikmin 4 in there, and it said it's here. So just over my right shoulder, which is on the left side of the image, that's one of the big human-sized beanbag pillows that Casey uses because he washes himself with a rag on a stick, and his little support dog, his little rat dog, couldn't even save him with a Heimlich maneuver, but. Yeah, it's adjusted from Joe's because Joe's had other stuff. Joe's had Bullfrog in there and I think YR, as well as Joe's face. But yeah, that's a little tidbit there. I don't have that microphone, obviously. My microphone is standard USB. Well, it's not standard, but it is basically it's a USB mic for Rockstar. That's right. I've been using it many years. It makes me sound so sexy and sultry. And even microphone experts like Chili Cheese J, who lurks in my Discord from time to time, recognizes the superiority because he himself got himself one, and again realized that Dave Rose was telling the truth yet again, and that this mic is just vastly superior when it comes to podcasting. Now, singing, the different story. Last time I tried to sing AC/DC into one of these, it absolutely blew it out, and then I had to get a new one. Well, multiple. I always get many because it's just smart that way. Plus, $20 a pop. Why not? I've been using this one for I don't know, at least let's see here, 6 or 7 years, and I bought 2 at that point. So I got another one that hasn't even been touched. And can always replace this one if it ever has a problem. But yeah, I recommend that if you ever want to get into podcasting and don't want to sing AC/DC into your USB Rockstar mic. But let's continue with Mr. Grifter here, Carney Cronin.
It was stupid. It was going to be dumb. It was bad. And then on top of that, I don't know. I just realized, you know what I learned is that I'm right about shit. I am right about shit. I am right.
Who the fuck you think you are, Dave Rose? Please.
When it's time to stop gambling, I'm right. When it's time to not do a show on June 2nd, I'm right. I'm never doing that again where people...
It's clear that he feels humiliated. He feels embarrassed that he thought he was going to be able to announce something big. And again, he wasn't bringing anything big. He was expecting something to come that was big that he would then be able to say, oh, look, this is the reason to celebrate. Not just, I'm Joe Cronin, I'm great at what I do, and I come here to entertain you guys and have fun, and I'm going to make it fun, and if something else happens, awesome. So, no, it's reliance now on donations to make a show good.
Tell me what to... No, it's got to be this. It's not... No. We're never doing that again. That was fucking terrible. The fans were pissed. I will say.
It sounds like you're pissed. But again, what were your fans thinking? What were your fans expecting?
A lot of you guys were pissed. I get it.
But that's the thing, though. It's just like, but were the fans waiting for somebody to donate for them to donate themselves, or did they just want to sit back and just be like, "Oh, look at these suckers donating"? Well, what were they, like little orphans by the window, just like peeking in at the bakery and watching the baked goods being made? Like, oh, I wish I was in there, master. But I could never afford a biscuit, a crumpet. Like, so what do you care about them, Joe? Like, you only care about people with money anyway. So these people the audience was upset. About what? No donations? Well, they could have donated, so therefore, what are they upset about? Is everyone following my reasoning here? I think it's fairly straightforward.
I get it. I got so many messages. I will say I never got that many messages in a while. It's been a long time since I got so many messages. People were like, dude, what the fuck is going on?
So, what, he only got like 3 messages or something? Oh, shit, I got 3 new messages.
What's going on? I was like, well, why didn't you chimp in? You could have chimped in. And I had to get up for work early. It's like, bro, I don't know, man. I feel like I was put through the torture chamber the last couple of days.
Well, I can't take that away from him because, again, with some of the co-hosts that he's had to deal with, I would certainly feel very tested in not murdering people. But we're going to have to take a brief break because I'm going to go take a piss. So I'll just play this stupid song. Oh, hold on. Gotta unmute it. There we go. All right, fucking cut that music. So, I feel re-energized. That's good. We have a lot more to go. So, let's continue.
And it's like, Paxi was pissed. Paxi was like, yo, I was going to drop a fucking nuke if someone don't, like, whatever.
See, this is where I can agree with all these people who do question the legitimacy of Paxi's existence. Also, sorry, I do have one of those nicotine pouches above my lip here, so it's kind of difficult to talk. Let me just take a quick swig of the beer. But yeah, just this whole concept that somebody apparently with big money, somebody goes to casinos who apparently is really good at that, they make money, that they are expectant on a certain amount of money to be donated before they donate, rather than lead by example and say, how about this? I'm gonna donate, I don't know, $1,000. And if you, Joe, if you get $1,000 in the next 2 hours, not the next hour, in the next 2 hours, right? So make a 2-hour countdown, right? From the point of my donation, $1,000, from that point, 2-hour countdown, okay? So at that 2-hour mark and actually respect the clock, because a lot of people also say that Joe does not respect the clock that he makes. The alarm goes off, he keeps going, and then the show ends, or it doesn't. And 2 hours, if you get $2,000, or if you get another grand, right? Let's say, if you get another grand, if you match Paxy's donation, he'll triple it. He'll be like, how about this? $3,000. And then, the clock could start over and maybe be extended. So instead of 2 hours, it'll be 4 hours, right? This is still within the realm of possibility, because you're talking about 4 to 6 hours, or like a 6-hour show, which has been done, is doable on a Saturday night. Start at 9. It won't be, going into 5, but you could. But that's the thing. You could extend it. But that's the thing. Why not just lead by example and do that? It's very suspicious. And a lot of these people who have critiqued what has occurred and the logic behind it are right. They have good points that they're making, and it really doesn't make sense. And why he'd be mad? Because Joe's saying right now, Paxy was mad. Why was Paxy mad? All he had to do was donate. And people, again, why does it have to be that Paxy donates after the fact? Why can't he donate first? Because he's got all this money. And if somebody, again, matches that, be like, okay, I'll triple it now. Joe, I donated 1,000. You got another 1,000. Now it's 2. Well, now you get 3 for me. You're at 5. Are we going to get $3,000 in the next 4 hours? Oh, that's right. $3,000. Okay. Now you got $6,000 from me. Oh, Joe's always saying like, if I get another $500 or extend to midnight or to 2:00 in the morning or something. Well, at that rate, Joe, you could do a 24-hour stream and you're going to make definitely double digits, but you probably hit $20,000 in a 24-hour stream, if that pattern, payment pattern, double it or triple it, whatever, after an increased number of hours. So very, very logical, easy stuff that's been pointed out to me, but stuff that I would have drawn my own conclusions on similarly as well. So people are right to criticize this. It is very suspicious.
But I said, well, you were asleep anyway, so what the fuck does that matter? So everybody's all fucked up.
So Paxy fell asleep, laughing my fucking ass off. Your show was 2 hours. Fake Paxy donated 30 minutes into stream. So he passed out after that? What the fuck, Joe? Ghost from the Coast gave you a real $250, but yet you felt like you were put through a torture fucking chamber.
I will be nice, Ghost. Here is the reaction you wanted.
Oh my fucking God, this can't be fucking real.
Yeah, I actually saw this clip where Ghost donated, I think, $250, and Joe just sort of like, okay, cool, whatever, and then just continued on crying about donations or something. Just totally ignored it. It's crazy stuff. Joe, it's June 6th, Joe, it's here. Joe, it's here. It's June 6th. Joe, it's here. Let's continue.
The Ghost from the Coast donated $250. Ah! Ah! Ah!
The funny thing is that this is basically what Joe would do back in the day. Like stupid, autistic, fucking mentally retarded shit.
The Ghost from the Coast donated $250. I can't believe.
Sir, are you ready for your entree?
I want the Paxy special.
Today, I'm bringing out our famous Paxi special. It's named after Paxi, a fake person Joe Cronin uses to get donations. So if you enjoy this, consider donating to Joe. Now, let's see this masterpiece. First of all, why was Ghost from the Coast name above Paxi? The top donator always goes on top.
Yep.
Paxi was at $367 to Ghost $250.
Let's pause it there. Okay. Custom Ghost 250, Paxi 5 or 50. Paxi will match. Don Stoney, that's the fake account that people are mentioning. There's this Mendoza person and Shardy Janetti. I believe that's a real person.
Tonight's Tuesday, Cronin.
Oh yeah, tonight's Tuesday. That's right. What did I
Just so
say?
you're not,
Wednesday?
like,
I'm a mess. I don't know what anything is anymore. But shout out to Paxi, 367. He's gonna times it by 2. Paxi, I'm assuming he's gonna do it. He'll probably do it later because he's gonna probably watching on delay or who knows. He's out. 367 times 2. Assuming Paxi does it, which I think he will.
Yeah.
That's a crazy $734. Thank you to Paxi. Bam. It was June 2nd. Was it everything you thought?
I don't know. What looks better? Number 1? Number 2? Number 1? Number 2? Number 1? Number 2? Those who've ever had to have their eyes tested would know exactly what that means. Let's continue.
Thought it would be, according to Bullfrog, no. This was a Bullfrog is not happy about this tonight. But he's not happy about anything tonight, to be honest.
He hasn't got laid in a while.
You said June fucking 2nd was one of your worst days ever. But Ghost dropped $250 and Paxi dropped $800. That's over $1,000 in 2 hours.
But in reality, you only got $250 because the Ghost was your only fucking donation. You making me fucking mad, Joe. I need some saxophone to calm me down.
Thank you, Bullsy. Now let's talk about how Joe wasn't supposed to stream on June 3rd because he was fucking pissed.
You're probably right about that, man.
Yeah, I've also got screenshots and such that were responses. Like, he commented to people commenting on his video and stuff, and again, it was reflecting what 10 by 10 here, or 10 plus 10 is saying. Like, he was mad, and obviously he's doing the whole passive aggressive thing and trying to pretend it's not. You know, that's what emo kids are. Like, they're really mad, but like they can only express themselves in like the sadness that a mime does. You know, so you might as well paint your face white and wear a striped suit there, Joe, and do the whole fake crying and all that.
Man, don't forget, though, we had a pretty good night last night, regardless. Like, it was still pretty awesome. And Jesse dropped $8,000 a couple of nights before. Now, it's still...
That's another thing that's brought up to me. It's $8,000. I'm fucking happy if I get $20. And I'm certainly not e-begging and such and making it the whole centerpiece of the show. But more importantly, it's just that at $8,000... they could do so much for really a lot of people, especially you, Joe. So like this whole like your tooth thing and stuff should be not even discussed. But you don't realize how blessed you are, but you're also trying to take advantage of people's goodwill nature. And just really showing some really large signs of greed That's the thing. It's one thing is okay. You might be desperate to make money and so forth because, it's hard times. There's another thing about like being financially stupid, or lying entirely about your incomes and such, and again, crying wolf and saying, "Oh, this might be the last show ever." I mean, he was saying that shit when I was working with him. This might be the last show ever. But more and more, that's been pinned towards, or it's been pinned along with the requirement for donations. That is to say that with no donations, there is no show. And we've seen this stuff where he's basically saying that, okay, if I don't get a certain amount of donations, I'm not going to even open up the Discord. I'm not going to jump in there. I can see there's a bunch of people in there. YR apparently is always in the chat saying, oh my God, the Discord is lit. People are going nuts in here. This is crazy. And Joe saying, okay, well, we'll get the Discord on if we get so-and-so amount of money. And then, my name is mentioned, and then instantly the Discord's disconnected. Let's get back to this.
Still on hold, and I'm betting, I don't know if we're ever going to see it, but it's on hold. But he dropped $8,000 the night before. And this morning, Paxi doubled up that amount, so...
Okay, so he doubled that amount, as in the total amount. So he gave you another 8, or did he give you 16 grand? And also the tally would be great if he would just keep that tally, but he's saying he doubled it. Again, you guys in the chat, please. You guys in the chat, do the math as you think, because we know this motherfucker's vague as fuck. We also know that he lies. But if we're going to take him at his word, and you could decipher whatever fucking shit he's saying right now, what is he saying? Did he double the total amount? So Jesse, again, approximately $8,000. Let's just say $8,000, right? So Jesse, $8,000. So he doubled the total amount. So he gave another 8. So a total is 16 now, because that's double, right? 16 is double of 8. Okay. Or did he say, okay, well, Jesse gave 8, so I'm going to give 16. As such, that would be $24,000. So what is it? Did he get a total of $16,000 or $24,000? Also, dude, $16,000. Let's just say fuck $24,000. $16,000. If I got $16,000, that would change, stuff for me for sure. And this guy's crying. This guy's crying about fucking all this shit, this and that. Like, dude, your teeth. I try to keep my teeth as healthy as possible. Never lost one. Only got the 4 wisdom teeth removed. But other than that, apart from one chipped tooth that I'm keeping like that, because there's a story behind that. I've got all my teeth, and I try to take care of them. Your audience isn't responsible for your teeth, or the number of TVs that your kid waffles, or basically anything else. Like, they pay you for the entertainment purposes, and making that reliant on your bad life choices, and then guilting them with that, not a good look. But then again, you're a shameless carny. So, I mean, Joe Cronin would perfectly fit in a carnival. One of these guys who just like transient, like going town to town, fucking ripping kids off, selling drugs out of the back of a fucking trailer, running deals. I can see it,
Very early in the morning I saw it, so at least that went through. Appreciate that.
Jesus, Joe, Jesse gets depressed The man gave you 8,000 the previous night. What more do you want?
Yeah, and also I want to mention, remind people of Tiff's comment earlier, which was, well, with all that money, can he not just fly out to... And dude, like, seriously, on a weekend or something. With all this money that's coming in, it should be substantial. Well, obviously, the numbers indicate that it is substantial enough that he should be able to manage himself with a part-time job and maintain, all things being paid, mortgage and, car repairs and so forth. So what would it take for him to leave a Friday afternoon at Boston, and I think it's Boston International Airport, fly out to fucking, Yucca County in California, get an Uber or some shit. I think Jesse has access to a car. But yeah, like, fucking meet up with Jesse, spend the weekend with him. Don't be like Garguts, who fucking cried and moaned. My God, that fucking piece of shit. I don't want to fucking be here. The fucking guy gave me a roof over my head, and fuck him. Fucking dirty motherfucker. But yeah, he could easily fly out, use some of that money to go visit Jesse, but no.
So fucking what if June 2nd didn't happen? Leave Jesse alone. Maybe his fucking stars and numbers didn't align that night. You legit have no respect for Jesse. You trying to make him fucking feel bad for not delivering on June fucking 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
Yet he gave you over 20 grand recently. You're an asshole, Joe.
And that's the thing, though. I don't see why Jesse would lie about that. I do know that he does care about Joe. Joe's clearly increased the rhetoric for quite some time, obviously, that he's indicating that it's imperative that he gets money or the show stops. He's made that point so well that you've got Jesse who's willing to, again, down 20 grand. Okay? So again, these are the numbers, because I'm reporting this stuff here, people. Okay? But 20 grand in the last month, okay, so 30 days, right? A very substantial number. And I lost my train of thought, sorry. Yeah. Let's, what do we got here? They're using, I do love this new trend in the community, is that people are using AI to analyze what Joe says, and it actually fucking reveals his lies, and it's so fucking funny. The gag works on so many different levels. It is fucking genius. I think, if I remember correctly, but I think it was Casey who initially started doing this. Casey is Raw. Was the one who first started using AI to have it analyze an episode of Joe's show and basically pick out the contradictions, lies, and tomfoolery that occurred. And well, it seems to have caught on, and I think it's fucking hilarious, because it's also like the AI being as limited as it is. Certainly seems to notice a lot of things, and rightfully. So what's it saying here? Are you retarded or fucking mestizo? Is Jesse gave Joe donations live on his YouTube show because, maybe it says, if Jesse gave Joe donations live on his YouTube show because Paxi said he would triple all donations. Jesse sent thousands of dollars. Then it turns out Paxi was fake and really was Joe playing all along to get people to donate. Could Jesse sue Joe? Yeah, it should have said if. Let's see what Chat GPT says.
You
Yes, potentially, but it depends on what Jesse can prove. Short answer, if Joe pretended to be Paxi and falsely promised to triple donations in order to get Jesse to send money, Jesse might have grounds to sue for things like fraud, intentional misrepresentation. Yeah, you could definitely get on that one. Deceit, yep. Unjust enrichment, certainly. Possible civil conspiracy, or other related claims depending on who is involved. Conspiracy would require more than one person, and I think Joe's really the only one on it. So I don't know if that would stick. But these first three I would certainly prosecute in court if I was Jesse's lawyer. If I was Jesse's lawyer. You know that song, Jesse's Girl? I heard that on the radio today. I was actually thinking, with the Joe money and all that. I wish I had Jesse's money. I wish I had Jesse's dough. Because, again, 20 grand? Who wouldn't want fucking 20 grand? And yeah, that impression would have sounded better with the music, but I'm not going to cue that up. We're going to continue on with this. We got a lot to discuss, and I believe Ken is going live tonight, so I don't want to overstep there. I do kind of want to listen, potentially call in some topics I'd like to discuss, and hopefully Mello's not there, but let's continue. And if this was intentional, it could also potentially interest law enforcement as a scam. Well, maybe at this point you want to check out fucking all of JCS operations, because I think there's some sort of money laundering scam going on there. Because all this money talk and funds being transferred, there's kind of weird what's going on there, What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? You chuck it on that one, you chuck it on this one, you chuck it on your mother and you chuck it on your father, you chuck it on your brother and you chuck it on your sister, you chuck it on that one and you chuck it on me. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? All right, hold on. Let's address what's being said in the chat. This DJ Scandalous, I think I've seen your name around. I don't know if you're the one that Joe was shitting on. You were supporting Joe and then he was shitting on you. I don't know. Either Paxi is fake or Joe fakes the Cash App's donations whenever Paxi says he will double or triple it. Joe thinks all these guys are idiots and won't think he would just fake it to meet the goal. Well, I've already proven, as have others as well, that yes, the Cash App was fake. And in fact, when I brought it up, he then on his next episode or next stream, whatever, ended up admitting that the way that he was presenting Paxi's donations wasn't real, but because apparently Paxi didn't have access to fucking Cash App or whatever, so he donated a different way. But then Joe would say, okay, well, I'll take that donation and I'll just use this fake image or something and put it up on screen and make it, and show that Paxi donated, although he didn't donate through Cash App, but I'll just make it look like he did just so that, people know that he donated. That's what Joe admitted to after I exposed it. So there's that, being the drama emperor and all. And then he goes on to say, if I had someone coming in saying they will double or triple, I will just tell my friend to donate large amounts to get there or fake it just playing a donation song. But I'm not a scammer, LOL. But that's exactly what Joe is doing and what he's done in the past. Okay, because this whole Paxi thing, that's a new generation stuff. Back when I was working with him 6, 8, 10 years ago, the same thing was occurring. So.
Just warning you, Joe. Paxi could be very bad if you trigger the wrong person to donate, then they find out it was really fake. Jesse would never do that because he loves you too much, but others might not be that kind. Just end the Paxi bullshit and you will be fine. Just giving you some friendly advice.
That was my previous video, Joe. Yes, you could be sued for fraud. Now let me address the comments from my video. Now, about those comments.
What you gonna do when they come for you?
Yeah, let's read some of this stuff. I think Joe's safe. Let's be real. Other than, let's say, Ghost, the IQ of people who donate to Joe now isn't very high. This account, Scott Shaker. This apparently is commenting that I believe the way I read it, we'll read it again, but they don't believe that Joe's behind Paxi, but let's read it here.
Bad boys, bad boys. What you
There
gonna
we go.
do
Oh, hold on.
when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys.
If Joe was behind Paxi, he wouldn't keep doing Paxi donations via Super Chats, but I've already proved that long ago that he admitted to this, okay? So I precipitated his admission to it, okay? Because he was forced in a corner and then was forced to admit it. So he uses fake Super Chats, okay? It's admitted. He dislikes it as 30% of every Super Chat donation goes to Google, but you can fake it, okay? The second time me saying that. You can fake it. It's very easy to fake this shit. For this reason, why would he keep making donos and Super Chats? For a fourth time, because you can fake it. You can fake it. And Joe admitted that he donates a different way. Losing money to Google to fake a dono to yourself literally makes no sense. LOL. Well, then you're retarded for the fifth or sixth time because clearly it's logical. Right? What I laid out is very logical. So your premise here, very, very retarded.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come?
He recently started Super Chats. Otherwise, it's mostly Cash App, which I think is tax-free. He even slipped and 10 posted when his used a fake Cash App dono. Yeah, we've all witnessed that. And Joe admitted as well as that if it's a donation, then it's considered tax-free. So depending on what service you use, if you receive, I don't know if it's through Cash App, but yeah, I guess Cash App. So Cash App, if you do a transfer, so you got Cash App money and you transfer it to somebody on Cash App, or anyway, really, credit card or bank, but you transfer it to Cash App, the IRS does not see that as taxable. Therefore, it's just considered a donation, it's tax-free, and really there's no need to declare it. And there's no institution taking a percentage of that, because obviously there are these other methods. Was it Streamlabs and Super Chats and all that stuff? They're connected to different companies, and for the ability of getting donations, they take their fucking 30% cut. So, and that, because it's associated with a channel and as such a streaming business, can then be taxed. So, it's simple stuff.
You chuck it on that one, you chuck it on this one, you chuck it on your mother.
Not true. Well, I think what he said was true. I'm not defending Joe either, but the first few Paxi donos that came through were $10 or $20 super chats saying he would start to do the double or triple thing. Then Joe said, okay, that's fine, but please don't
And you chuck it on your father, you chuck it on your brother.
use super chats. Yeah, but see, that's the thing, though, is we also have Joe talking about how there was what was his name? Matt Cologne. And then there was another Matt Cologne. who's the current Matt Cologne, but then a third one came around, and then a fourth one, but those guys disappeared and went back to the second one, who was the real Matt. He was the fake Matt Cologne, but, you know, the current real one, but he only took that name because he was making fun of the original one. That's the story he actually gave out. That's the story that Joe actually gave out when it came to the whole Matt Cologne thing. So is it like that? Another account like that? Some of these people, and again, the excuses they make for Joe, just fucking ridiculous.
And you chuck it on your sister, you chuck it.
Beam me up, Scotty. Whoa! Hey!
You see, Scott, Paxi is played by two different people, Joe and YR.
It's funny, fucking, we got Mystery Man, who's just addressing that account as Scott.
You see Scott. When Paxi sends the bombs on the Cash App, it's Joe. However, YR is behind the Paxi YouTube, which results in the small super chats.
That is
in conclusion.
That is true, actually. I don't remember if I highlighted that on my last episode or my last diner. Last episode was my appreciation stream, I believe. But there's also been brought up to me. But yeah, there's somebody going around with a Paxi account commenting on videos, but they only comment after, again, 10 by 10 here, 10 plus 10, sorry, 10 plus 10. And you know, they've been called out for it. But yeah, it is YR using, it is YR doing defense for Paxi, or for the Paxi character, because it's all fantasy.
Joe is a fraud who just wants Jesse money. He would also take Sith or Himmel money, but
Yep.
they know his carny fucking act. Hopefully Jesse does too now. No, Scott. He doesn't Cash App himself. He just fucking lying. There is no cash dono from Paxi because he fucking fake.
Are you ready for dessert?
Yes. I want the dessert. Give me the Billie Jean Bullseye.
Showing the Bullseye Billow Jean dessert. Bullseye got lost, but this dessert found him. It's layered with ice cream, syrups, cream, and this compass cookie. The dessert led Bullseye home, a sweet rescue.
She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I said, don't mind, but
Hold on, the compass cookie, that gets me. Plus, again, I love to be witty with the menu, and that's fucking genius.
what do you mean I am the one who will dance on the floor in the round? People always told me, be careful of what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts, hee hee. And mother always told me, be careful of who you love. And be careful what do, oh oh. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one, oh babe. But the kid is not my son who begs. He says I am the one, baby.
When it comes to dessert, no drama is needed. Thank you, Bullseye.
That was good. Back to the chat here. Imagine paying thousands of dollars to hear Bullfrog repeat himself a million times. Says Out With Cows. DJ Scandalous says Bullfrog isn't the problem. YR is. He is uncreative, can't carry a conversation, can't add anything substantial. He always asks Bullfrog, he says Bulldog, Bullfrog, if he watched, where'd that go? If he watched TNA or SmackDown, cancer to the show. I also hear that he keeps doing his stupid gay-ass moaning shit, which would certainly qualify him to be lynched. Just absolute fucking disgusting. But, just don't mention it to anybody. But I might be going to Texas soon, so I got some time, available via vacation, and you know, Ryan found out where he was, so I didn't. Ryan did. And, you know, wouldn't it be too difficult to go visit him, you know, demand an answer, see if he pisses himself in front of me. Be like that scene from True Lies. Might have to put that up. But what else have we got in the chat? Which is why Joe's numbers are usually under 100 viewers now, says DJ Scandalous. Yeah, a lot of people are also mentioning that. And that some of his sycophants, some of Joe's sycophants, state that that his shows apparently are better. His wrestling review shows are better than JD from New York, and JD apparently is, you know, having at least 1,000 viewers live. So, but let's get back to this here. Yeah, let's go through them all, I guess.
First thing first. If Since Dave is too busy getting his dick wet, somebody has to do it. Tomorrow night, bitches.
First thing first, if anyone knows how to get a hold of Jesse, send him this video link.
Oh, yeah, this reminds me. So, yeah, apparently people were trying to get a hold of Jesse and let him know about their thoughts about being ripped off. And apparently he blocked some people. He didn't talk to others. Like, you know, sort of like he doesn't want to hear it, basically. So it's kind of weird, bizarre, interesting. Casey is raw in the chat says, "You still got the exclusive video from me in the Discord. You're going to have to remind me. I'm managing multiple things. But yeah, I can go to the super secret server and show whatever it is that you're referring to if you remind me. But let's continue."
Jesse been dropping tens of thousands to Joe. Joe is fine. However, Jesse always says he needs to give more to Joe in order to fix this planet. Jesse, if you really want to help Joe, you should start paying former co-hosts to come back. Make them the show's great again.
You sent close to 40 grand to him recently. Instead of another 40 grand on June 2nd, how about give Ken a grand, Dave Rose a grand, Luke a grand? Fuck it. Give YR a grand. Bullfrog a grand. Why always just Joe? If you really want to help, pay the co-hosts. Jesse, you even could bring back JB or Drew. Give them $1 grand each. They be back for sure. If you really love Joe, this is what best.
No fucking way Joe agrees to this. He wants money all to himself. He doesn't care about making his show great again.
Satan. I understand that. But Jesse believes in the numbers that will save this planet. He has the money to cure Gargut's cancer.
Fuck Garguts! Let him die! Joe needs all of Jesse money! He won't pay anyone else but Joe fucking Cronin!
He does make a good point.
Of course Satan would say that. He is like Joe Cronin's Paul Heyman. However, Jesse, I have a firm message to you. I know it's fun giving Joe thousands of dollars. However, if that money is really real, how about you bring back the former co-hosts? If you bring back his former co-hosts and pay them $1 grand each, that's chump change. Other people will donate to Joe because his...
Another good point. I mean, money does talk, but before the money even, when it comes to Joe, I think the only way anyone's ever gonna, any former co-host that hold on, let me correct myself or adjust myself because I'm in the process of saying this, but let me say it eloquently. So a little sip. If Joe wants to bring back any of the former co-hosts that actually brought value to the show, that weren't just simple sycophants that would just bark like seals, clap their hands, and agree with whatever he said, but actually would provide, a good diversity of opinions, a good discourse, and something that would be entertaining. So, yes, people would probably enjoy that. But Joe would have to admit that basically he's the problem. And Joe is the problem here. And that's not going to happen. But let's continue.
Show be fun again. This video is getting intense. I need Bullsy saxophone.
Fuck you, mysterious Twilight Zone motherfucker. Jesse money is for Joe only.
Actually, and it's funny, it was sent to me earlier. I can't remember who it was, the Stefan. I'd have to look into the Discord. But so basically it suggested to Joe that he gamble, that he'd play the slots or something. And then Joe's response is, what, with my own money? So I thought that was quite comical. Because, yeah, he only plays those slots when I guess he gets donations and such, right? But then again, isn't it always Joe's money?
I understand your evil, Satan. But Jesse could save everything. Let's make this community unstoppable again. Come on, Jesse. Bring them back.
It could be. It could actually be a good, fun time as it was. Not exactly. That's what a lot of people don't seem to understand. Shout out to the 30 viewing right now. But the problem, and I explained this back in the day, is that COVID, with its collective punishment, did sort of treat people very well when it came to the stream game because, 31 viewing. Because I was doing fucking multiple shows a day, like 2 to 3. Multi-hour. Joe was fucking doing shows. Ken was doing shows. You had people all over the place and providing fairly good entertainment. So it's not going to go back to that. A lot of people have to understand that you're not going to get what we used to have. And then again, also life comes and goes and things change. And priorities change and so forth, and it's difficult to be able to schedule time. And sometimes, again, it's summertime for Dave, and Dave likes to be outside. And, unless it's worth my time to stay inside when I could be outside, turning my nice caramelo brown, marron, like dulce de leche, then it's really not worth it. And it's fun. It's certainly fun to stream and stuff and talk about all different sorts of things. And again, I love fucking streaming Kerbals and really don't care how many people tune in. But I like summer. What can I say? I like summer. Let's continue here.
First thing first.
Just finished. So let's go to the next one.
Didn't see that one coming. Let's review the June 2nd episode.
I think I played this one.
Ghost from the Coast dropped $250 and Joe could care less. Poor Ghost was even asking Joe to play his song.
I didn't play this.
Legit felt bad for Ghost from the Coast. He wanted a better reaction, but Joe was focused on Jesse.
Then, of course, Paxi comes out. Clearly fake. We all know it. Even Joe's starting to realize he needs to make Paxi Dono lower. Paxi wanted $367 tonight to double, expecting Ghost to take the bait.
I respect Ghost for not taking the Paxi bait. I get Ghost was thinking, fuck this. I gave $250 to this guy and he barely got excited.
I give credit. This show was actually pretty fucking funny. Let's talk about Bullfrog now.
Bullfrog going on a blind date set up by his brother at a family barbecue. That is just pure comedy gold.
Yeah, that's something else that I was going to discuss later on. But yeah, apparently, and again, a lot of shit's gone on, but I'm enjoying the summer, guys. Come on, man. What do you want from me, fucking Templeton? But yeah, so the story is that Bullfrog's brother set him up, or was going to set him up on a blind date. And that's the whole talk of the town there at Joe Cronin, Crack Studios. But another thing that needs to be understood is that he's lied about, obviously, being scammed by people saying that they're Jackie Redmond and others. And he even, at one point, he told Ken that he was dating somebody that was transgender. So, and that lie kept up for a while. But, again, are you going to believe anything this guy says? I mean, he can, what was that line? I can sexually molest anyone I want. He said that on Joe's show. So, he should be an institution. Those walls should be rubber. And, he should get sunlight, through a window and a barbed window. Or a barred window with barbed wire, but also let out into the yard once in a while. But other than that, that's where Bullfrog belongs. He's a detriment to society. If his parents weren't cousins, then you wouldn't have Bullfrog. But yeah, the best place for Bullfrog to be would be behind closed walls and without any internet access whatsoever. In fact, people of his mental affinity should not even know that the internet exists. Okay? And that's the moderate option. Let's continue.
I might have to spoof that date.
The most interesting part of this stream was Tori. Was it me or did Joe truly fall in love? I saw it in his eyes and tone.
Oh, apparently some new fat chick is on the show, I believe, or something. I don't know.
I don't judge Joe. Your current wife is pretty mean to you.
The most shocking was no Jesse. Good for him if he finally realizes Joe was playing him with Paxi. Or maybe he took my advice and he gonna bring the old co-hosts, unlike Joe.
Before you continue, mysterious guy, apparently Jesse was on a bender. I'm going to show that soon. I've only got, I think, a few more videos of this to go through, but I think, yeah, Jesse probably was on some sort of drug bender from the evidence that was shown to me, because he was basically strung out when he popped up on Gargut's show, I believe on June 3rd, so the day after. So, like, basically, I guess that bender was so crazy that he was just knocked out June 2nd. I believe that's the day. And woke up, howling with coyotes out in the middle of the desert on the 3rd, and made his way back to his trailer in the desert, Yucca Valley, and went on to Gargut's show all strung out. So we'll see that soon. So, but apparently I got the clips of that, but apparently that video is down. Gargut's took it down, I think. That was the talk. There's a lot of chirping. The sparrows do a lot of chirping in the super secret server, and it's hard to keep up, especially when, again, I'm focusing on the weather. But I continue.
I respect Jesse money. I believe it's real now. Why else would Joe go live that early?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I still believe Jesse can help. Pay the people to help Joe. It would be a beautiful thing if Jesse could unite this entire community.
That's right, Jesse. You got the touch. You got the power.
Hey, Jesse, if you watching, I have numbers and stars talk to me at night. The number I've been given was 5196. Not sure why, brother, but that is the magic number in my dreams. Let's end this video with Bullsy killing it on the saxophone.
I've been feeling down lately. This song is for anyone who's lost something.
You can bring them all back, Jesse. I believe in you. Follow the numbers and stars. Once you reunite this community, the gods will appear. Didn't see.
What's going on? Come on. I don't know, it's not working.
So why?
Didn't see that one coming.
Today is my first date ever. I need to find the perfect outfit. Who could that be?
Don't worry, Bullfrog. Jacob RP is here.
That's hilarious. It so looks like the guy. I mean, it's so fucking funny, and I could totally see him do that.
Howdy, partner. I'm a big fat cowboy now. Now, go team, feel the beat. Yeah, rah-rah, sis, boom, bop. And yes, I'm a big fat farmer. This is who I am. Into the 80s vibe. Look at this fat boy in his tracksuit. Feel the power of Hulkamania. I'm the fattest Hulkamania. All right, time to dress like a real rapper. Baggy shirt, pants, chains, cap. Yo, check the new vibe.
I'm not sure about this. Maybe not.
Tuxedo is perfect. Fits like a dream. Today is my first.
So why are you acting like a bloody?
So what's this one? End Paxi ASAP. Did I play? I think I played this one already. Yeah.
Hello, community. I have dated 2 of you already. Luke was weird with the JCS belt talk, and Dave only wanted to get his dick wet. Who should I date next? Comment below.
Let's see what the
Hello,
comments
community.
are.
I have dated 2 of you already. Luke was weird with the JCS belt talk, and Dave only wanted to get his dick wet. Who should I date next? Comment below. Hello, community. I have dated 2 of you already. Luke was weird with the JCS belt talk, and Dave only wanted to get his dick wet.
I must find the perfect number.
Okay, let's see. 1, 2. Wait, did I already count that one?
Ah, counting! My favorite! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The number is 622. This cosmic mushroom is delicious. I feel so powerful now.
622. That's June 22nd.
I am dropping a bomb on someone on June 22nd. It's a fucking Monday.
I'm not streaming on a Monday, dude.
I must find the perfect number.
All right.
Hee hee! I'm so happy today! Today is the day I drop a $250 bomb on Joe! He's gonna be so surprised! Woohoo!
Hey Ghost, want any lemonade today? It's only $1.
No thanks! I can't spend $1. It's all going to the $250 epic bomb Joe gonna get!
Joe is going to shit his fucking pants when I send this. Bombs away, Joe!
Ghost from the Coast just dropped $250. Whoopity doopity doo.
But this is basically how it went.
Now let's talk more about Jesse. I wonder when he will show up.
What the fuck was that? No water bottle, no frying pan, no rubbing chocolate over his face! Hee hee! I'm so happy today!
You know what this game's missing? Epic money bombs. I'm in. Let's do it.
I remember dropping a $100 bomb on Joe and went absolutely batshit crazy.
Shit! Himmel just dropped the $100 bomb!
And Joe used to do shit like this.
Peter Pans! Let's go!
I remember dropping a $100 bomb to Joe and he literally set himself on fire.
Oh my god! Sith just dropped a $100 bomb! Holy crap, I'm on fire! Ah! This is insane! This is the best day ever! I'm on fire and this banana is fire too! Santa Thieves!
I remember dropping a $8,000 bomb on Joe and then Paxi triple it. We got $8,000 from Jesse. Congrats to Paxi now for the $24,000. Thanks, Paxi. You are the best. If you are enjoying this channel and want to support it, I ask for one thing. Donate to Joe, Ken, Dave, or all of them. When you donate, make sure the message says 10 plus 10.
Oh, Ken, you're the opposite of Joe. I get it, you're not about donos and just want to have a good time. But at least let the fucking people know they can donate.
Ken, if new people found your show, they wouldn't even know that you could donate. Have like a little goal, even if it's like $50 goal. Anything better, nothing. So this weekend, if anyone donates then says 10 plus 10, you will be included in my next movie. Even if you use a fake name, I will still create you. Remember, donate to Joe, Ken, Dave, or all. The highest dono saying 10 plus 10 will get a special surprise as well.
Now let's have Bullseye play that saxophone while floating in space.
Let's see this one. Thumbs up.
If you are enjoying this channel and want to support it, I ask for one.
All right, so that's the latest and last one. So let's get to those points in the Discord here. Stuff that was shown. We'll see if this video is still up. Oh yeah, so 3 hours 47 minutes is it still up. Nah, it's the one that Garguts took down, but Jesse was possessed. Let's see if I've got another. I think I've got the videos of this. Yeah, so let's see if I can.
I'm gonna say it.
Cue this up here. Hold down. From Gargutt's show that he took down. So this is, I believe, the day after. So he's coming down, quite strung out. Fucking Gargut's looking like he belongs in the Addams family.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. No. Go for it.
Oh, if I do go down, I don't do that, right, Casey? If I do go down to Texas, I'm actually gonna offer. I'm gonna find Gargut. It's gonna be easy. I'm gonna ask him how much it is to beat him up, because I'm sure that he'll fucking be like, sure, dude, like, just, I don't know, $20, you could beat the shit out of me. I'm like, how about like $100? What can I do? He's like, yo, dude, you could cripple me, dude. Like, then I could get fucking government assistance, you know? Just break my legs, man. Fucking cut my Achilles heels and like, I don't know, like, pop my arms out of my sockets. Like, you know, have fun, dude. Like, That'd actually be fun to do in Texas. Or maybe, you know, because you can shoot guns and stuff. It'd be like, okay, carry this target and run on this field. And I'm going to try to shoot but keep the target above your head. Because if you lower it, I'm going to shoot. And if it's, you know, across your chest, it's going to go into you. So, like, you don't want to do that. So, like, keep that target up there, you know? All right. Let's move on to... this video, another. This is labeled "Jesse is feeling the power of the ultimate."
Yeah.
Let's see this here. Also, I don't understand how people can like Garguts. I really don't. But people apparently do. So, you know, is that people of weak minds? I'm fairly good at calling that sort of thing out, but. Let's check it out.
Yeah, same.
I'm not. This is how I pray. This is how I pray. That's
Shut up, Garguts. It's a horrible way to pray. Go ahead.
I know, it's terrible.
Dear God, thank you for everything that is good in life, even when shit's hard. Thank you for sunshine, friendship, love, laughter, things like that. Please give us all strength in these times because it's rough for us all. Please keep
the prayer is nice and all that, but like, what is Jesse doing? And is this some sort of ritual dance to bring on demons? Like, what's going on here?
Holy Spirit in our hearts. Help us have faith, understanding. Help us have wisdom. Thank you for the gift of your love and your grace. Thank you for the gift of friendship. Please be with us all tonight. Help us in the days ahead. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
A woman.
It's clearly not taking it serious. Guy gets you fucking cockroach. Literally, you are a cockroach. You are the analog to The Fly, starring what's his name? I can't remember now. But you know what I'm talking about. Which was a remake of the original, but you know what I'm saying.
Worse.
Amen to.
God.
I was just saying what they used to say back then. Damn it. No, I
Jesse's possessed and I'm fucking talking about shit I don't even know. Figure it out. Figure it out there, Garguts, how much it's gonna cost me to fucking beat your ass. Because I know, again, it's like you're like one of these bums who'll be like, yo, dude, like, and they hold up signs and shit, like, you can kick the shit out of me for like X amount. You can do the. It's like, hey, man, I'll pay. I'll gladly pay you hard money, cash, if you got an offer like that. Because can I use knuckle dusters, brass knuckles. Can I use something like that on you? Like, is that going to be a premium? Because I'll play that too, dude. Like, if you could be decommissioned for several months, at least half a year, and I don't have to see you or hear about you, let me know. Maybe I could start a crowd fund and we can make it happen. You could spend the next 2 years in a fucking vegetative state, and you got a couple thousand in the bank. Like for you, that's like fucking, that's hitting lottery, right? And I don't understand how people like this fucking disgusting, demonic individual, and how Jesse could even associate with him. Remember, like this guy was on video, and I reviewed this, and he's like, and he was mad. He was broadcasting from Jesse's place, and he was mad. He was mad that like Jesse gave him the place, but you know, the whole condition was you're coming over here, I'm giving you a roof over your head. You can escape the people that are trying to kill you because you try to rape that girl there. And you got to help me out. You know, I'm kind of disabled here and I need somebody. I could pay a stranger or I could pay a friend. And fucking Garguts, this piece of shit, is like, while he's doing the stream, fucking Jesse, like, yeah, I don't want to be a fucking servant and help him out, and fuck Jesse, I don't care about, what he's offered me, and blah, 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 fuck Jesse, yeah. And now we have Jesse associating with him again. Jesse likes to suffer, unfortunately. That's the thing. Jesse likes to suffer. He can claim that he doesn't, that he wants to commit suicide and so forth, but we've been hearing that for a while. I'm not trying to coax him to do it or nothing, but it's just like, fine, bitch. Don't kill yourself, don't hurt yourself, but like, you got a track record for the whiny, crying stuff, and we can try to relate as best we can. We never will fully because, you're dealing with something that we're not, but, at a certain point, there's nothing else that we can do, and crying about it is not going to, do anything.
It's empowering the both. Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm going to say that was the best fucking goddamn outside prayer that I've heard in a while. And it got Jesse fucking doing yoga. Look, he's doing handstands. Jesus Christ, I've never seen Jesse do a handstand in my life. That was great. Look at him. Oh my God.
Jesse, don't fall over. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. I can't even do that. Cool.
Oh, and apparently Joe got mad that people like Jesse and others were on Gargut's show while he was having his live show recently. So
he's definitely fucking powering up.
Cool. Thank God I can't see him.
YR, do you have anything to add to that? No. I know you're a very religious person. I like that.
YR did a scratch off video recently. I wonder if it's going to be up by the time that we might review it. Maybe he'll take it down. And I can't let Dave Rose watch me do the scratch off and try to win money for Joe. So who knows? We'll see. We know he's a pussy, so it's possible.
And that's something that I've never told you about, but I really like that you're religious.
Thank you. I pray. That prayer was the perfect prayer.
That's what I'm saying. It was.
What is Jesse doing?
Jesse kind of does look possessed there. Looks like one of those the dogs from Ghostbusters.
He was off the dome. That was off the dome. If that was off the dome, that shit was powerful.
I spend a lot of time talking to God, man. I'm sick a lot. I'm in the hospital a lot. I talk to God a lot.
Oh, I'm getting a donation right now. It's Get Bonito is getting kicked off. Oh my God, you guys can't see it.
Again, that's crazy that this guy even gets donations. But yeah, certainly not funding the destruction of my liver. Okay, so is this another video that's taken down? Yep, he took that one down too. Oops. But yeah, so Garguts doesn't like to keep his stuff up.
It's June 3rd.
I'll show this. I don't know if this is the one that Casey sent me on another thing, but let's play this.
It's June 3rd. Something big might happen. Maybe or maybe not. Pikmin 4 is here, and it's going to be awesome. Maybe we'll see some new features or maybe not. We'll just have to wait and see.
All right, so that's cool, Casey, or whatever. I don't know. Pikmin kind of gay. Zelda even gayer. And you know that. But let's see here. What do we got? What's this video that he sent me? Just waiting for it to show up. Jocelyn says, I was going to say, holy fuck, Joe really fell off. Yeah, he certainly did. I don't know why this is fucking taking so long to fucking load here, Casey. I'll just reload it. Failed to load. I don't know what this thing is that you sent, Casey. So, but yes, let's get back to this Joe thing.
Listen,
okay, yeah. So I think this is from that show. We're gonna be diving into this.
I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to be back to, well, no, wait, what's today? Wednesday? I don't know when I'm going to be back, but let me go ahead and sell it. Let me see. I don't know. Paxi might be doing, I'm sure.
See, I am not a fan of people who just can't finish a sentence. Let's rewind, and you're going to hear it. Like, he starts like 5-6 different sentences, but he doesn't even end them. He just moves on to a new one. And is it not possible just to take them all? Okay, you're hyper accelerated. Again, you're not in control of your ability despite being 40 or something close to that. Okay, take a breath. Okay, well, you got all these things. Well, what's the first most important thing? There's that. Okay, and what's the next one? There's that. And then there's this, and then there's that. Okay. So now that we've taken a breath, we can go through this. Just listen to this man-child, Carney.
I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to be back to, well, no, wait, what's today? Wednesday? I don't know when I'm going to be back, but let me go ahead and sell it. Let me see. I don't know. Paxi might be doing, I'm sure Paxi's going to do this. He might just not do it right now because he's not here and he doesn't know when things are ending and whatever else. But technically,
what does that matter?
We got to play it. Where's the Paxi song at?
Paxi.
Here he is.
No, tonight's.
Why is the imperative on Paxi to donate after the fact? Can't he just say, okay, I'll donate first, people donate, match that, and I'll fucking double it? In fact, 10 plus 10 actually did. He actually calculated the higher sum, which is again what I was asking, if it was just double the initial sum or if it was double the donation. So the 24,000 is what he referenced, which is what I again asked if that was one of the options. So yeah, Dave Rose correct, as well as 10 by 10, 10 plus 10. Let's continue.
It's Tuesday, Cronin.
Oh yeah, tonight's Tuesday. That's right. What did I say? Wednesday? I'm a mess. I don't know what anything is anymore.
Before we continue, Josh Lynn's in the chat says, I did see a short Joe posted saying that I'm not doing a monetize this unless I get $500 or some shit in donations. I'm very disappointed and upset. This is what monetize this has turned into. It used to be my favorite thing on YouTube. It used to be a lot of people's favorite thing on YouTube. It used to be my favorite thing on YouTube. And it's not just from being involved, because even before I was involved, I was just like, yo, this is fun. This is enjoyable. There's a variety of characters and opinions. diversity of opinions, and there's a lot of good interactions, and getting involved with that show as well, the same thing. But Joe's ego clearly controlled things, and he could never accept responsibility, take agency, and would always blame other people for his misfortunes and claim that all these other people were wrong, even though they all shared the same opinion, and he was correct and he was the victim. So you can't work with somebody like that. Let's continue. Hold on. Oathcow says the only donations left are people on the show and fake donos. Josh Lynn says, I'm talking about like 2012 to 2019, my favorite thing on YouTube. Yeah, so am I. So again, that was, well, not to 2019. Say probably the 2016. But and I started working with Joe in 2014. But anyway, let's continue.
But shout out to Paxi, 367. He's going to times it by 2. Paxi, I'm assuming he's going to do it. He'll probably do it later because he's going to probably watching on delay, or who knows, he's out. 367 times 2, assuming Paxi does it, which I think he will.
So this clip I played.
That's a crazy $734. Thank you to Paxi. Bam. It was June 2nd. Was it everything you thought it would be? According to Bullfrog, no. Bullfrog is not happy.
So this is a comment left on the video. Jesse's so strung out on meth, he forgot his own event. That's some of the talk on the video. There's this. Jesse for the second time trolled Joe with a huge event that did not happen. This is funny as hell. That's Matt Cologne. I don't know if it's the fake one, the real fake one, the fake real one, because Joe, trips over his lies and all that. So who knows? But there's that. And then there's Jesse number 2, who apparently is now on the outs with Joe. He said things that Joe disagrees with, and again, Joe disagrees when he's called out on things that people observe, actual facts, and he doesn't like that. So he was not too pleased. Jesse number 2 is the guy that sounds like an extremely gay version of Jacob RP. And he says, Jesse blew his load for 2 weeks. Time to keep it clean, brother. And apparently Joe has not been too pleased as to the comments made by some of the people he used to feature on his own shows. So I do find that quite comical, as many have in this community. And let's see what else. Gargut's privated that video too. This is the actual amount apparently that Jesse donated, $8,112.21. Okay. Shout out to a Vikings fan in the chat, 42. Thank you so much for joining us. Always nice to have you around. But yeah, that is the official count. Oh yeah, this is also comical. It goes from the Coast who's saying this. He says, Joe not understanding anything Jesse is saying, but going, okay, interesting. So the donos come is hilarious. And that's exactly it. Because they'll just fucking humor him. Oh, whatever, Jesse, the moon is in reverse Capricorn, whatever fucking astrology bullshit. Oh, cool, Jesse, that's awesome. Just to get the donations in. And then Jesse number 2 comes says, the show has been funded for the next 6 months. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. Well, that's the thing. That's a good point that he's making, is that with the money that they've been making there, or that Joe's been making, yeah, the show's been, like funded for quite some time. So why the continual fucking woe is me and, oh, I need money and I'm so stupid with my money that I can't take care of my teeth or fucking taxes or water bill or this and that and blah, 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 blah. It starts to become very transparent. Vikings fan in the chat says, did you guys see that the video that's like 15 minutes long, that there's a little mini movie and it's all AI, and that's the only thing that happens for me is I'm at a bar drinking a beer and I don't say anything. I have no idea what that's about. I don't know if we watched this.
I am starting a contest to find the biggest liar on this planet.
We didn't.
The winner will get $10 billion.
Another temple.
Hey,
stamp.
babe. Your man-child should totally enter this contest.
Normally, I will be against anything my man-child does. However, babe, he is pretty fucking good at lying.
Please, Mommy and Daddy, let me enter this contest! Fuck this. Donald Trump started this video off. I don't care how entertaining this will be. I am out! Holy fucking shit. 10 billion. I think I know a retard who could win this! Holy shit, Dave Rose calling me. This must be important.
I don't understand, Joe. Why would you want to enter this contest when you never lie? You gonna win the 10 billion, Joe? Nobody can outlie you, Joe.
2 months later, after 5,000 contestants, we are down to the final two, Joe Cronin and Danny MT. Folks, I have a story about how I left Russia to save Ukraine. I snuck across the border, dodging guards with my quick lies. Then I rallied the troops with a giant puppet army. And that's how I saved the day. The end. I scored 200 points in an NBA game, more than Wilt Chamberlain. They said it was impossible, but I did it. I had 50 points by halftime, then I just exploded. 200 points. Unbelievable. I invented a time machine, took me back in time. Saw the dinosaurs, they were so fine. My time machine is really divine. I've invented the ultimate time machine. Gonna travel through the centuries, past and future, all in my hands. The world's biggest liar, no, I'm the time man. Folks, I'm the world's biggest liar, and I taught Elvis how to sing. That's right, I showed him those hip moves and the voice. And Prince, I taught him too. The falsetto, the style. Believe it or not, folks, I'm the world's biggest liar, and I discovered gravity. It all started when apples fell on my head. Ouch! Then I saw stars in my bathtub. That's gravity. Trust me. I'm the world's biggest liar, better than Vince McMahon. I can book a better show. Oh yeah, I can. Vince, step aside. I'm the new king of the ring. Biggest liar, best booker. Hear the crowd sing.
You're just too good at lying. I can't defeat him.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the world's biggest liar, and I created Pop-Tarts. It was me. I mixed the dough with magic and lies. That's the honest truth. Hooray for Pop-Tarts.
Do it, Joe.
I changed my name. I kept my initials, JC. But my old name was Jesus Christ.
Oh, fuck! He went there!
Behold, I am the truth and the light. You have been deceived by the world's biggest liar. Repent and follow me to salvation. I have spoken.
All right, so let's get back to this. We got some Somebody's messaging me. Let's see. All right, I'll play this for you, Casey. Fucking Casey.
New rules. No AI.
Damn Casey. You a rat dog, Casey? Casey and the rat dog.
videos.
What's going on here? Why can't I make it? Oh, there we go. There's the big screen.
New rules. No AI videos on me, no donations wheel, and you can't wear the hat backwards. And to unlock the Discord, you have to pay huge money. It's all in the Cronin IP list. I'm owning everything. You can't escape it. No donation championship belt. Not allowed to criticize or make fun of me at all, or I'll send out my goons to get you. You can't do it. I'm only allowed to make outrageous dollar amounts on utility bills like a $3,000 water bill. I'm allowed to scam my co-hosts and fans out of money because I lie about my finance. It's also okay for me to have horrible people like ghosts, predators, and pedophiles on my show. You know what I like to do live on air? I hit the mute button when I'm talking shit about someone. Then I can play dumb and say I wasn't talking shit. It's the perfect excuse, right?
Yep.
And now because of Casey is raw and his YouTube shortened stream making fun of my June 2nd stream, no more June or in other months, it's mine idea. The following people are not allowed on my show. Jake DeMarco, JD from New York, JB, Drew, Foulmouth Ken, Dr. Earl Tex, Joe Compton, D. Welsh, Devious Dave Rose, and the worst of them all, Casey is raw. All right, listen up. After all that, please send me hundreds to thousands of dollars through Cash App so I don't have to pay Google their cut and I can avoid reporting my earnings to the IRS. Send it now! New rules. No AI videos on me, no donations wheel, and...
That's good. All right, thank you, Casey, for your contribution on exposing the lies of the Cronin. Indeed. Cronin, where are you to address these allegations? Or do you continue to hide under that bridge of yours, you troll? What else we got? What else? Hold on. I think we've got all that. Just trying to make sure we got everything. I don't think I played those, but we could. This fucking, 10 plus 10 fucking just pumps out a bunch of shorts and stuff. And it's hard to keep up. But yeah, you should be checking out their channel. In fact,
if you are enjoying...
I didn't say that. There, doesn't work. But there in the chat, there's the link to this channel. And you can watch it and give them the views. But I need to get back. Oh, yeah. I need to get back to some of the messages that were sent to me. When was this? That was a while ago. Oh no, damn it, I'm on the wrong channel. Back to here. Is Jesse losing it? Apparently?
Wrestling is like literally in the past from now on.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we can go live.
Oh, we're living in the past.
Well, now we can go live earlier and just fuck it, I guess.
Wrestling's going to be wanting to be a part of the Joe Cronin show like that. They're going to want to be part of your shit to bring them back to relevancy.
Yeah.
All right, Joe.
Yes, sir.
So
I'm gonna have to listen to that again. But who's asking to come back to Joe's?
well, wrestling is like literally in the past from now on.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we can go live.
Oh, we're living in the past.
Well, now we can go live earlier and just fuck it, I guess.
Wrestling's going to be wanting to be a part of the Joe Cronin show like that. They're going to want to be part of your shit to bring them back to relevancy.
Yeah.
All right, Joe.
Yes, sir.
So I don't get it. Jesse, I was talking about here, says keep chimping in remember, it's not all on me. You're going to find out soon. Keep going. Everybody, keep going, doing your part. I promise your lives will be benefited from all of this. That's a promise straight from the universe and eternity to you all. So don't be afraid. Make a promise back. Everyone's going to keep theirs. So Jesse is, I don't know, the moon's in reverse, Mercury, transition. I don't know. But Jesse is in his weird, phase and shit. What else do we got? Yeah, Jesse's not been right for a bit. A lot of people have been, and again, a lot of people care for the guy and they try to reach out to him, but like he's just so caught up with Joe that there's really no way to reach him. And he blocks people and he cuts people off, and no matter what you try or people that you talk to say, okay, well maybe you could talk to Jesse on my behalf and just let him know, okay, well I'm cool with him, but this is what I think, and that I still care for him and want the best for him, and he's a hard one to reach, and a lot of people have tried to help him out, and he is kind of difficult to deal with, but people have tried. He'll try to claim sometimes that people haven't, or that it wasn't enough, but it's just like there's only a certain amount that you can do, and ultimately for him, when I experienced it, it was like, well, if you really mean it, you'll fly out here. It's like, dude, I'm taking care of my dad. I just can't fucking pick up and just go. Like, if I could, I would. I'd love to. But that was where he ultimately drew the line, where it was like, if you can't accomplish that, then therefore I can't consider you a friend. So, the requirements were fairly steep. Yeah, this is again, this is brought up to me. I'm not even, I'm reviewing it because I think it's important. It's attached to what we're talking about, but it's just one thing after another, and it's just, yeah, but it's up to you guys to decide, and you'll probably see it anyways. But okay, so you got at the top here, you got Jesse says, I want everyone to buy a membership or gift one, or if you've received one, that's $3.99, so that you can turn that into $399,000 somewhere down the line, which I'm sure everyone will need. It's yours. Do you believe and do you accept? Do you really believe in God? Do you really believe in your $3.99? Can you be whatever you want today? Just move the wherever you see fit and the decimal, and that's life, and it's yours. Yeah, somebody needs to call on Jesse. Josh says, Dave, do you have a Discord? Yes, I do. Are you on Discord? Because you can just hit me up and I can give you the link. I'm not going to put the link in the chat because it's a super secret server. Nobody's supposed to know about it. I'm not supposed to be talking about it publicly. And I'm not going to just allow anybody to, try to get in. But if you're on Discord, you can find me. It's Devious Dave Rose. It's always my icon. It's skulls, or a skull and roses. Skull and Roses. It's my band name. And or you can just I don't know how you find it. Fucking do the whole search thing, like invite to server, or it's supposed to be walkthrough. I can't remember it off the top of my head. I'm not going to just dive into fucking Discord and be like, okay, sir, thank you very much for calling tech support. I'm going to guide you now into how you are going to be connecting to me with the program that you use, and it is in your language. You should be able to understand how it is. It has a help feature as well, but I'm here to help you in the trouble of the shooting of the Discord, for you to simply look up somebody that you can do, and his name is the Vithius David is Rose. So, come on. Come on, you can find me. I'm sure that, all you got to do is look me up, and you can find me. If I have to find you, that would explain... I don't know if it would explain anything, but it would certainly warrant my ridicule of you for quite some time. Because, again, this is American software. Everyone should be able to understand it. And... yeah. Or you could just give me your name if that's simpler. Because again, if you're just admitting you're a disabled individual, and I could add you in. But speaking of Discord, if anybody wants to jump into the Discord, into the voice channel, I'm going to jump into the on-air channel right now. And if anyone on the Discord jumps into the general, I'll drag him into the on-air. That's how we do our filtering here. Well, it looks like we did get a message. Friend request. Where is that? Pending. Okay, I guess that's you. Yeah. There you go. All right. Well, if you want to be on air talking about this, you can call me. I'll invite you to the server. There you go. It's super secret. Don't tell anybody. Nobody's supposed to know about it. Oh. What am I getting here? Anywho. What else do we got? Because we have Jesse crashing out at certain things. And, is this a video? Yeah, this was brought up as well. Like shit like that's being brought up. Well, you've got this stuff where you got Paxi, $2,500, but he forgets about talking about Paxi and speaks about Jesse. Again, you've got this Don Stoney character, and Winged Moonlight, and that's Jesse. So, but it's people are right to question this stuff, even as somebody like me who is being presented things. I'm not like digging deep or watching him consistently. Some people are hate watchers. Some people just yearn for, a return to the old times. I keep telling them it's not going to happen, but they just ignore me. But people do still watch him, and they point these things out, and that's not wrong. So when people point this out, they do have a point. Let's see what this is.
Blaming me for it,
That does sound like a
This is something. Oh, yes. Oh, beautiful. Okay, let me just rewind a bit. No, I guess I might as well show it. But this, I believe, it should be. This is where my name. Okay, let me just back up here. Joe's doing a show. It's Monetize This from 13 days ago. And it's titled White House Attack, WWE Main Event, Monetize This. And he joins the Discord. And my name gets brought up. And again, this is what I believe. This is the clip. This is what it sounds like here. And I heard the beginning, so it reminded me, this must be it. I got a good memory, what can I say? And he just basically crashes out and just disconnects from the entire call. So this, I believe, is where it is. So something else that people have called me out, the sparrows, like, oh, Dave, you should be tweet. Translation, you should be fucking talking about this. You know, he did this stuff and he crashed out when your name was brought up and blah, 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 blah. You know, they raise a good point. I'm not going to deny that, but like, come on, guys, it's summertime. It's beautiful outside. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, I'm not going to be a Joe Cronin, like, oh, you know, donations and stuff, but, you know, donations. But let's continue.
This of my own volition, okay?
Where?
This came from my own
blaming me for it,
volition.
That does sound like a Dave Rose. That sounds like a Dave Rose big word.
Whoa, hey.
No, this came from my own.
Get this guy off the call.
Oh, then maybe you guys shouldn't stir this kind of shit if you don't like it.
Really? Anyone else said that?
No, this came from my own.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, for one. We're gonna rewind it and we're gonna make Ken look civil with his fucking clips upon clips upon clips of fucking replaying the same clip over. No, we're gonna play this over and fucking over again. Okay, just so that people can understand what the fuck's going on here, because it's fucking hilarious.
Where? Blaming me for it. That does sound like a Dave Rose. That sounds like a Dave Rose big
Whoa,
word.
Hey.
Okay, so that's Jesse saying, oh, that sounds like a Dave Rose big word. Now, personally, and I've talked to other people about this when this happened and so forth, is that it's in agreement amongst many of right mind, obviously, that when somebody is saying, oh, that sounds like a Dave Rose big word, that they're sort of self-admitting that they're not really educated and that they're kind of, you know, Walmart American. That's the derogatory term I like to use. But they're basically admitting that. And more importantly, it's just like what I say is not a big word. It's just a word that normal people use. Now, if you call it a big word, that's speaking more about you than me. I fucking love it. I think it's hilarious that because again it goes back to people like Jacob RP saying, for example, Dave sounds like a principal, or he treats people like a school principal. Where Scott said, I bet that Dave has a dictionary next to him and stuff. And I showed my fucking, my IQ test when I was a kid and stuff. And I don't know if I showed my report card, the one that said that I'm a walking encyclopedia, I think it was. But yeah, and that was when I was a kid and stuff, when I was just like, it came natural. Like, there was no understanding of like, and more importantly, there's never a need, like, I've got to compete against other people. A lot of people have said, oh, Dave is just trying to act smart to try to compete against. How about, motherfucker, maybe I'm intelligent and just, that's who I am, and I like learning stuff. And, you know, even as a kid, it's just like, I living life like, oh, that's cool to learn. But, you know, woe is me. Don't donate to me. Oh, I'm so scarred. Am I doing it right, Joe? Is that how I can garner people? Do I need sycophants? Is that what I need to get a bunch of people to call in and just clap like seals and convince people, or should I just fake donations? Maybe I'll do that just as a gimmick. I'll do fake donations as a gimmick on this show or whatever show I do. It could be one of my conspiracy shows, and I'll do a fucking fake donation. Because it's funny to laugh at you, Joe, and your fake donations. Fuck, I try to keep a straight face for that one, but let's continue. I'm having a good time. I got a donation tonight. That was great, actually. Beautiful donation. It was bomb for me, and I can keep going, and I think I will. Let's continue. But it's getting in there or on there with the time. I'm gonna have to make dinner at some point, or I could order dinner. So, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Casey, donate to me. Stop donate to Joe and complaining to him. And then we're going to see videos tomorrow. Dave Rose is begging Casey for donations and stuff. No, I'm just rubbing it in. And remember, Casey was donating to Joe while hate watching him. Okay, like that's kind of crazy. Okay, although there have been others, but Casey is certainly one to point at and laugh. But let's keep listening to this.
Hey.
No. So that again, we got YR here, who is now producer YR. He is the language police, just like Joe. So all Jesse said, "Oh, that sounds like a Dave Rose word." Okay, if you had just simply moved on, but like who, what, like, oh no, I heard because he's dude, fucking YR said Dr. Earl's dead, so he could have done the same thing. Oh, that guy's dead. I heard he died in a fucking fiery car accident, and they move on. Then there's no need to like, hey, Joe, get this guy off your show. Let's bring more attention to the fact that he said the name of somebody who he who shan't be spoken of. The Voldemort, I guess, of the community. Am I? He seems to be more okay with Ken being mentioned on his show than me. That's the truth. So I kind of think I am his Voldemort. So he is Harry Potter. Is that who he is? Or I don't know. Somebody tell me. I don't know the millennial mentality for whatever gay parasite that infests Joe's intestines. But let's continue.
This came from my.
Get this guy off the call.
Oh, then maybe you guys shouldn't stir this kind of shit if you don't like it.
Really? Anyone else said that?
No, this came from my own.
Yeah.
Just because of a name, Joe. Just because of a name. And that's the thing, though, is that this has happened in the past. It's me. There's something about me. And like, Ken, still not too cool with Joe and what he's done. Understandable, okay. But Joe is a little bit more allowing for him to be mentioned by YR and others, even in passing on a show. But when I get mentioned, and we've seen this in the past, when I get mentioned, it seems to be that it's like I've spoken about in the past, is that I've psychologically damaged Cronin and others, but I'm trying to find the image. I made an image for this, but give me a second here. Damn it. But yeah, basically I've psychologically damaged people in this community. Clearly, if this is the way that they respond. And it just speaks a lot about character, I think. Especially when I'm not speaking any lies and a lot of people agree with me. So clearly, my statements aren't the problem. It's the response of those that are, accused of these sorts of things. So let's continue on with this here. Hold on, before we do, I'm just going to check my Discord. Nobody has joined yet. I know Casey wants to say.
I want to say a few words. Yeah, well, I want to talk about Joe Cronin. And he blocked me.
He was saying this earlier, but
he blocked me in his channel, but I was watching this other channel that was talking about him.
So, but yes, let's continue. So, all this dead air.
It's getting kind of late on Joe Cronin's show. Gotta get ready to drop the dough. Joe Cronin's ready, so don't be a hoe. Get fucking ready, don't disappoint him. You're getting ready to chimp on in. You got.
So it's funny though that basically he disconnects from that call after I'm mentioned. You hear a bunch of typing, no talking, and then this thing comes in. He hasn't said anything, but this thing comes in. That's very and most importantly, it aligns with one of these individuals who many are alleging is a fake donator, Don Stoney. So interesting. The timing of everything.
Gotta chimp up and chimp on in. It doesn't matter, rich or poor. You can do anything. Chimp in, chimp in, chimp Cronin, chimp in. Look at him chipping in. Chimp in for Cronin. Doesn't matter, rich or poor. You can drop anything. Chimp in. Don Stoney is chimping in. Look at him chipping in.
Bullfrog for $500. I can introduce you to Jackie Redmond for your next Make-A-Wish. Smiley face emoji, rolling on the floor laughing emoji, Stoney, clinking beer mugs emoji.
Wow. Thank you, Don Stoney, for the $5. I can introduce you to Jackie Redmond for your next. Look at that, and he might believe that. I don't know if he believe. I think you could still. I think he won't believe Jackie Redmond.
And you got Matt Cologne here. Well, there goes the show. Because Dave Rose was mentioned. And again, somebody's got to provide a theory on this one. Come on. I can't be the only one here.
But I think if you switched it to a different female, that could work. Like if you said, oh, no, I'm talking to Alexa Bliss or something. That could work. But I don't think that he would believe, for some weird reason, I don't think he would believe the Jackie Redmond thing.
Great stuff. Great stuff there, Joe.
I think he would. I think he would be like skeptical. I think he would be like skeptical, but I think that but I think if it was a different female like Alexa Bliss, I think if it was like Alexa Bliss, he'd be like, oh yeah, okay, maybe, or like he'd contemplate it. You know what I mean? Like he might believe it.
There's Joe's
You know what I mean?
tooth that he took the time to take a photo of. Didn't take the time to go to the dentist, though.
Yeah. I don't know. We're not gonna, folks. We ain't gonna make it till next monetize this. Let alone, I'll probably die of fucking gallbladder explosion tonight. That's what I think is going on.
Good. Do it. Strike.
I'm gonna die from my
yourself
gallbladder
down,
before we
Joe.
even get to next week. Let alone fucking ask, fucking catfishing bullfrog again.
Grift yourself to death, Joe.
You know.
Getting kinda late on Joe Cronin show. Gotta get ready to drop the dough. Joe
Someone's
Cronin's ready, so
chimping in
beat the
again.
home. Get fucking ready.
They chimping in.
Oh no.
Get ready to
A donation.
chimp on in. You gotta chimp up and chimp on in.
It doesn't matter rich or poor. You can do anything. Chimping. Don Stoney has been chimping in all night long. That's $20 from Don Stoney.
Look at him chipping in. Chimp in.
Unbelievable.
Chimp in for Cronin.
Yeah, what's unbelievable is these fake donators. That's what's unbelievable. I don't know. Are you going live tonight, Joe? Oh, you are live. Monetize this is on. Oh, that's kind of early. You don't usually go on this early. That's kind of weird and bizarre. Let's see what you're fucking up to right now. Did you just start? Yes! 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 What did I fucking say? As always, when the pressure is put on, whether it be myself or Ken, we've certainly seen this with Ken multiple times, where Ken goes live and a couple of minutes later, it's like this guy literally has his computer like saved, ready to go. Like all he's got to choose is, the title and all that, and then boom, he goes live because somebody else is live. And who's live? I'm live. Yes. I'm live, Joe. How many do you have watching right now? 38? Oh, I've got 28. But I'm sure we'll get more fucking retards. But that's fine. I can wrap up. I don't know what you guys say. I was thinking we could probably wrap up. We've been going close to 3 hours, and we can hear Joe try to play, damage control. Having all his freaks there. Garguts, again. We got YR. Really? Celebrating Pride Month?
Hang you from a noose and call you black. You're my black lover, my black lover.
Okay, so YR has just gone straight gay. Where I'm going to stop showing this. I'm probably gonna vomit. Shout out to Latino Heat in the chat. But I've had fun. I mean, again, we've been going for close for 3 hours. We certainly examined things that needed to be examined, and it's funny because we obviously know that Joe is responding to what I did. So, and he's going on early, which he doesn't normally do. He's again. He's just trying to pretend like nobody's criticizing him. And, well, it's quite evident that people are right to do so. But hopefully Kim will be on later tonight. If not, we already had a great night with me, airing. And if you want to torture yourself, go watch Joe. I'm perfectly fine with not. I've got to go make dinner myself. So, on that note, hope you guys have a great Saturday night. And we shall certainly see you next time. It's June 6th. It's here.